guys, so I'm so inspired to make a video on upland racing. According to Google, Upland is a blockchain-based metaverse where users buy, sell, and trade virtual properties that are mapped to real-world locations. So I was gonna sit here and interview ChatGPT, but I got the best next thing. A real live person from the Upland Metaverse. Yeah.
It's me.
Yes. Thank you for logging in today.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me.
I have so many questions to ask you, like what is Web3, what are seeds, what is sparklets, but my most focus today is what is racing?
Racing's certainly one of my favourite pastimes in Upland, so I'm probably the right person to ask about that.
So I was lucky enough to be a part of the last 4. Sorry, I'm just gonna hold this paper, people. Okay, it's easier for me. So I was a part of I was so lucky to be a part of the last 4 Upland Metaverse conventions, and I got to meet TB125 at the 2nd and 3rd one. Here we are playing air guitar in a mosh pit.
See me in the parking lot. 7-Eleven is the spot. Bikes with wings and shiny things and lions, tigers, bears. Oh my ride, we fierce and fast, supersonic.
I'm so lost in the metaverse. Can we please start from the beginning, as far as the login and then how to get to a race?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to share your screen and I'll talk you through the process?
Yes, thank you. Oh, and I'm going to say that I got this hat from the last convention. Mahoney.
As did I. Not my team, incidentally, but they did have cool hats.
I've never even logged into the racing. I can't, it's scary to try. Like, I don't know what I'm pressing. So that's why I feel like I wanted to watch the blogs, and I was like, why do that when I can just ask you, you know.
Did you get a car?
Yes, I did get a car. I went to your shop to get a car, but you only had like a couple you were offering.
Yeah.
And I was like, I kind of had my eye on this other car.
I think.
There we go. First time for everything. Okay, here we are now. Have you did Zooms before, like in the beginning of the pandemic, or when most people learned about Zoom? They're like, "Can you hear me now?" What?
Yeah, we used it for work a lot.
Oh yeah. So, thanks for your patience.
No worries.
Okay, I know some people try to make quotas of UPX per month and day. I have no clue. I'm just an investor. I'm just somebody who got excited, wanted to be a part of it, and then got all these random squares.
That's how I started as well. I've been trying to build it up. My aim is to be able to make 1 million UPX per month from my properties. I'm not too far off now, but I did put some money into it, so that sort of helped a little bit.
Okay, so first, do we log in or do we get a car first? How do we do racing?
Cool. So what you've got here is sort of the home screen that you get once you've signed into your Upland account. From here, there's 2 things you need to do. One, you need to own a car or a kart before you can do any racing. And then you need to enter the racing app. And then I am going to set a car for sale. Okay. Now, would you like me to share my screen with you, and you can see how the MetaVenture works behind the scenes?
Do you want to show people how to do that? Or are you just showing?
Yeah, I can show people how to do that.
Okay, so let me stop share.
Great. So this is my Upland screen. You've got more UPX than me at the moment. You're saving for something.
I was saving for a car. Or something, yeah. Are they now putting...
Well, the beauty is, you know somebody who owns a Metaventure, so I can set the cars for any price.
I know, I feel like we actually sat at the same table for a reason, because I was like, I need this guy's I need this man's brain to help me figure out whatever I'm doing.
So I'm in my Block Explorer is currently in Los Angeles at the moment. That's my little character is in Los Angeles, but my car Metaventure is in Las Vegas. So I'm right down here on Fremont Street, very close to where we met actually.
Okay.
I bought this property during the first convention in Vegas.
Yeah, I do wish they had a convention, but they have to focus more on the game this year. I get that. Or the app.
Yeah. 100%. So here you can see my Metaventure. This is Vegas Exotics, as I chose to call it. As you can see, I've got quite a lot of vehicles on here. I did some pretty hardcore shopping when these first came out. So I've got lots, but it's more of a museum than a car shop at the moment because a lot of them are not for sale because I'm waiting for the prices to go up a little bit. But what you can see here and what I can set very cheaply for you are my little go-karts. So I produced these myself. You can design them using 3D software outside of Upland, and then you can submit them to Upland for permission to make them. And I'll show you very quickly. I have a big factory over here that produces the cars.
There's actually a lot of people on right now.
Say again?
There's a lot of people on right now.
Nice.
You see the little, I guess, what do you call those those icons?
Oh, the block explorers. So every player has a block explorer and it floats around. So that's where your player is located, essentially.
Yes.
So this is my vehicle shop. This is where I build cars. As you can see, there's a lot of them because I've been building hard. They're popular because I sell these little go-karts really cheap. I called it Vegas Iconic Vehicle Assembly, or VIVA for short. In here, you can stake Sparklet, which is Upland's coin, to build cars. So I could add a vehicle like this. I can say I want to build one of them. I can set what trim level I have. There's only one trim for each of these cars at the moment. And then I can set the amount of Sparklet that I want to put towards it. So I'll put a little bit of Sparklet on here. And now this car will start to be built. And depending on how much Sparklet you stake, depends on how quickly your cars get built. So this is about 2 years worth of car building here.
Oh my gosh.
And so, yeah, they all sit here until they're ready to be sold in the showroom, much like in the real world, really. And then I'll move a few over to the showroom ready to sell.
Are companies like big brands, are they going into car making?
So we haven't seen any real world big brands yet, although some of the race cars do have branding on them, but that's part of the sort of the racing deal that they've got. It's not specifically a big brand doing car building, but I wouldn't be shocked to see that happen at some point in the future.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah, and so it's worth noting, so you have cars and you have karts. Karts are purely for racing, so they're much slower than cars. They're sort of for a more basic form of racing, but it's a really cheap and easy way to get into it. And then the cars cost a lot more, but they also come with sort of abilities within the game, such as transporting passengers, moving your character from one place to another, all sorts of things, which we can cover some other time. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to sell you one of these karts.
Okay.
and then you can take that kart for a race on the track and get a feel for it.
Okay.
So this is my store. This is behind the scenes. You'll see here, these are all the cars that are listed for sale at the moment. And I put my little carts in there for $1 or $2. Yeah, make them affordable for people who just want to get into racing for a low price. But what I'm going to do for you today is put a new one on there.
You're taking all my Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
Well, it's all right, because the beauty is that I control the pricing. So what I'll do is I'll put one on there and make it nice and cheap. I haven't got any showing at the moment, so let me just take one off the market to put it back on again. There we go, that looks like a good one. So what I can do here is take this one that's already on there, I'll take it off. Kart number 95. Because this all runs through the blockchain, it takes a minute or two to process.
Okay.
But in a second, that'll reappear in my list of vehicles available to sell. And once that pops in there, I'll set it up for you to purchase. You can actually zoom in and do more street level stuff on Upland now. I must admit I haven't used that ability very much, but it's possible to tilt your screen and that sort of thing.
Yeah, they just came out with that like 6 months ago, a year ago, right?
Yeah.
That. I mean, that's huge in itself.
Absolutely. It just gives you a much more sort of interesting view on things as much as anything else.
Yes, because you can just tell that they're always evolving, right? And so you can just, it's just fun to be a part of because it's always evolving. I feel like it's, you never know where it's going to end up.
Yeah, and the more things get added into the game, the more immersive it becomes, and the more that makes it fun to take part in. So let's see if this car is ready now. Middle factory. There we go. There's my cart. So I'll select this cart, and what I'll do is I'll put it on here to sell for 1 UPX. Now, for anyone who has anything for sale, it doesn't matter whether this is cars or anything else. If you own a meta venture that sells things, you have to be quite careful, because you can choose whether you're selling it for dollars or UPX.
Okay.
Now, if you set it for dollars and $1, it's sensible. Yeah, I'll get $1 for that thing.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's very easy to accidentally set it for 1 UPX instead of $1, and then people will very quickly swoop in and buy them because that's a bargain, and you won't make any money out of it.
Yeah.
So I'm setting this one for this price today, just as a my little gift to you.
Oh, thank you.
But what you can do when you're setting them for sale is you can reserve them for a specific person.
Wow.
So remind me what your username is.
Tawny214. I didn't know you can't change the name, and I probably shouldn't have used my real name, but whatever.
Yeah, I must admit, when I signed up, I had the same thing. I didn't know what the how the handles worked, and that you couldn't change it. Otherwise, I would have gone for something much more amusing. But
yeah, because
probably for the best that I didn't.
Oh, sorry to talk over you.
No, it's fine.
At those conventions, some of the names players have, I was like, oh, that's creative. Oh, I should have did that.
Yeah. Right, here's me reserving this car for you.
Thank you.
So you'll see in a minute that'll pop up in the shop. So the next thing to do is for me to hand the screen back to you, and you can go find my shop and do some shopping for that cart.
This is amazing. I'm sorry. I'm such a fan of I'm such a fan of video games in general, but the way that this evolved into whatever blockchain is, or whatever, I don't even know what Web3 means. I mean, I'm just all about it.
I must admit, I'm not an expert in that tech either. I certainly didn't know the first thing about it until I started getting into it. but it's an interesting way of using things like NFTs and stuff like that in a more real world is perhaps not the quite the right term, but in a more immersive way rather than just buying NFTs to then do nothing with.
What was your growing up like? What was your favorite video game?
I wasn't a massive video games person growing up, to be honest.
Oh wow.
I never really. The Mega Drive was my first games console, and I used to play Destruction Derby. Oh no, that was the PlayStation, wasn't it? No, I used to play. There was a race game on there that I forget what it was called now, that I quite enjoyed, and then Destruction Derby on the PlayStation. So race games definitely have been a thing for me.
And the concept now is I don't know, it just amazes me. Okay, so I need to find your Metaventure, or is that what it's called, or your shop?
Yeah, that's right. Metaventure is the term that Upland used for them. So there's a bunch of different ways you can find things on Upland. If you know where it is, you can simply go on the little magnifying glass in the bottom right-hand corner and type in the address, and it'll take you straight there. That's the easy way. So go back to your magnifying glass there, okay. And you see in the middle, just under where it says search, it says assets.
Okay.
So you click on that, and this allows you to search for any asset in the entire game.
Oh, okay.
So you could scroll down there and click on vehicles, and it'll run a search for all of the vehicles, and then you can start to, if there's something in particular that you want, you can use the search box to sort of whittle that down. But there's a lot to choose from, so you sort of have to know what you want with that.
So would you say these are all would you say they're kind of all NFT cars? Is that the right?
Yeah, I think I view everything that you can buy in Upland as an NFT.
Yeah.
I don't know if that is the technical term for all of it, but that's how I see it.
Maybe we've learned about it in the last 5 years, but there's still a few people out there that question what is that, so that would be
and I think we see NFTs have fallen out of favor because people have realized that just buying a virtual thing that has no purpose is actually not that exciting. The thing that Upland's done with these, which makes them a bit more interesting, is they actually have utility. You can take these cars and you can drive them around a track. So although you're buying this NFT, if that's what we're calling it, you can do stuff with it. So it does have a degree of value because you can actually enjoy it. And as Upland progresses, there will be growth of these products where the cars might have more. Well, they might degrade over time, for example. So the more you use them, the less they're worth. Or things that mimic real world access. Your block explorer that drives the car can be trained so that different block explorers have different levels of ability, for example, like a driver would on a racing game. So there's a lot that I think is coming in the future.
Sorry, I said how would I find the car that you just listed?
So there's a couple of ways you could find it. If you know the name of the go-kart, you could enter it in the search box there. That's one way to do it. Generally speaking, if somebody's listed something specifically for you, it'll actually pop up in your little message box as well.
Okay.
So a couple of ways we can do things. The first thing to do, click on the directory box there next to assets. This is just for anybody who's trying to find things. So you can use this as a means to find places to go and buy stuff if that's the way you want to do it. But that's not what we're going to use today. So if you exit out of this, now I've reserved that car for you. So if you click on your three dots, it'll pop up and you should see that you've got a message there in your inbox. So that message will tell you that something's been reserved for you.
Okay, so has Sir reserved this iconic vehicle?
Yeah. Whoa. What you call an icon living? Start a record label, Misfits just did it. Whoa. Nylon cover 5 minutes. Whoa, we up too hot in the business. Whoa. About to make a movie independent. Whoa. Need new trucks, independent. I need you to listen to the vision.
There you go. So that's my store. And then you can click on Shop Now.
And then these are all your cars.
And then these are all my cars. And if you scroll down, it'll probably be close to the bottom because it's the newest one. You'll see there'll be a little R in the corner of the screen. There you go. So it's the very bottom one there. You see it's one UpX, well 1.05 UpX because Upland takes that little cut.
And we making money by the minute. I'm about to do it way different. I am just an icon living. I am just an icon living.
And if you exit back out of that screen,
okay,
and click on the price, so where it says 1.05 UpX. Now you have to decide where you want the car to be. So you need to pick one of your properties for this car to be shipped to once you've bought it.
I don't know. I have to look at. I just recently. Do you mind if I get out of this for a second?
Not at all.
Okay, I just recently set my home address on this thing, so that's what it's gonna be. So what time is it where you are?
It is 9:30 at night here at the moment.
Oh my goodness, it's barely 1:30 here.
Yeah, it's a big time difference. I have a few friends on the West Coast. It's difficult catching up with them sometimes. Here we go. So now you can choose where you want to put your car.
Yeah, so this is my my space.
Oh, you got a fancy house there.
Don't ask me about my real life. There we go.
There you go. So that's now your car.
Thank you. Okay, so I officially have a go-kart.
Yeah. So now I guess we should take it for a run.
Okay. Do you have time to go through that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay, maybe we can do a YouTube blog on how to, maybe this one is how to purchase a car.
Okay.
And we'll see how that one goes, and then maybe you want to have time for another one of how to join a race, or are we doing that now?
Well, let's do it and see how we go.
Okay. So this is TB215, 214, 215.
125.
I get our numbers confused. 125, okay. 125, sorry, okay. So this is TB125 and player Tawny214. This is our first YouTube blog. Hope you guys enjoyed it, right? I don't know.
I sure hope so. Hopefully you learned something.
Yes, so I'm just saying the ending part. So, yeah. Thank you for logging in because I've been wanting to do this with you since we met, but then just time goes by.
Yeah, it's been a while in the planning, hasn't it?
Yes. Do you mind if I stop recording?
No, not at all.
Okay. Thank you, 7-Eleven, for sponsoring this YouTube video on Upland Racing.